I'm your host, Tanner Stewart, and this is time for an adventure. On this week's episode, we're going to be going over scuba diving gear. Alright, y'all probably are wondering why I'm dressed like Scuba Steve. Well, let me tell y'all. Next week's video, I'm going to go dive the Comal with a couple of my buddies, and we're going to have a grand old time, and y'all are going to watch. But y'all are going to get some beautiful views of the hidden Texas gem. But I decided to give y'all a little informative video. Alright, why? Because here to be fun. Alright, so just like Scuba Steve, I'm gonna go on a scuba diving adventure, but I need to be in water. Alright, so got your main air tank. Boom, simple enough. Alright, now you notice probably the 50 million hoses coming out. Each one has a purpose. Alright, we're gonna start with this one. This is the main regulator. Alright, this is how you normally breathe underwater. Alright, simple enough, right? Boom. Emergency regulator, also known as an alternate. Alright, because stuff happens. Your main regulator stops working, your buddy runs out of air. It happens. Well, this is something that hopefully you never have to use, but it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. This one on my left is your inflator hose. Alright, it inflates the BC, deflates the BC. Alright, why does the BC, buoyancy compensator, need to be inflated or deflated? Well, in case you don't know by now, when you're underwater, sometimes you need to go deeper or higher, alright? Or you want to maintain neutral buoyancy, okay? So, from there, hey, look, there's a cool fish down there. Let me go a little lower. Bloop, 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 bloop. Hey, I need to get to the surface. Let me inflate. Okay, simple enough, right? So, just inflates, deflates. Really not that, exciting. This is your bread and butter, alright? This is your diving information system. It's a dive buddy. Alright, this top gauge is your depth, alright? It just shows you your maximum depth that you reached. Okay? It comes into play when you're factoring in, your dive time, how far you go, your bottom time and whatnot. But the one underneath it is the far more important one. It shows you how much air you have left so you can enjoy splashing around in Poseidon's backyard. At 500 psi, it gets a little red. Why? Because it starts getting a little touchy. Alright, air starts becoming hard to breathe. You're kind of on your last legs. It's probably a good time to make an ascent and go up and, end your dive. That's just because you want to be safe, alright? Always play on the safe side when diving, alright? Always live to dive another day. And until next week's video, I'm your host, Tanner Stewart, and until next time.